All right, let me tell you where the vet started. But before I start with the vet, I must tell you in the GNU. When the GNU was formed, when they were meeting, I want you to listen. The DA, 3 days, for 3 days, there was a stalemate between the DA and the ANC. The stalemate was one thing. The DA told the ANC, we want to come in, but we don't want Patriotic Alliance in. The DA said, we will form a deal with you, ANC. What happened before, a month before they said that? They took an advert. They took an advert out in Cape Town. Every Radio Heart, Radio Good Hope, everywhere to say Gayton Mckenzie wants to work with the ANC. Now, you see, stupidity is something I have no time for. Saying Gayton Mckenzie wants to work with the ANC. That was the whole campaign 2024. And don't act now like you don't know about it. Every newspaper, every DSON, all of them, Gayton Mckenzie wants to work with ANC, is going to take your vote to the ANC. Few weeks after that, they say to the ANC, don't work with Gayton Mckenzie, please don't work with Gayton Mckenzie. After many, particularly colored people, believed them that I'm going to take the vote to the ANC. And they then took your vote to the ANC. But they don't only take the vote to the ANC, as they were saying. They stopped the ANC from voting with us. From including us and not working with us. It's important that you know that fact. They stopped the ANC. They said, we will work with you, but don't work with PA. Now, as a minister, if I lie about the president or if I lie about something, it's perjury and I can lose my job. President Ramaphosa said, no, you can't tell us who to work with. Fikile Mbalula said, you can't tell us who to work with. We will work with the PA. For 3 days, that was the stalemate. The very same people that took an advert out, that told everybody I'm going to work with the ANC. Today, when they work with the ANC, they now kick us out. It's important you have that information. I fought, not alone, with other parties, to 0.5%. But I also say, because people are poor, we also say people are poor. Can you do that? The ANC said yes. The ANC said yes. This is for the poor. What does the DA do? They say they'll accept the 2%. We don't say that. They make a deal. Give us NHI. Give us Bella. Then we'll vote for 2%. Where's the poor there? Where is the poor? What does Gayton Mckenzie and Sabisa and Nyonso and Patricia de Lille and the ANC ministers do? We go and negotiate and say, no, man. We don't make a deal. We don't make a deal. John makes a deal on the life of my children. They wrote a letter and said, Bella, this is what the president told them in front of us. I thought John is going to say to the president, you are lying. President Ramaphosa said to us the following sentence. He says, because I know you guys leak everything. I'm going to say this, so when it leaks, I must be the one that leaked it. You came to me. You wanted to make a deal for Bella, for NHI. There was another one, I just forgot it now. So they were happy with the 2% vet. What do I do? What do Nyonso do? What do some ANC ministers do? What do Patricia de Lille do? They say, no. Let's go negotiate. What does the finance minister do? He listens. He says, let's cut. Until we got to 0.5. The teachers are fine. Now I'm happy the teachers are not going to lose their jobs. The sports fields that I've promised the people I'm going to do so our children can get out of crime. The police. I said, this thing where you don't hire colored people. You must hire our people also. Everybody must be hired. Black, white, Indian, and colored. The minister said he's going to put more policing. So I said, I'll vote for 0.5%. But we said, but if you can also put these items in. He does that. What does the DA do when we're at 0.5%? And that's where Action SA in the Action SA comes. Mashaba comes. Mashaba said, man, we'll vote for this budget. Listen to what Mashaba says. Listen to what Herman Mashaba says. Herman Mashaba says, listen to Action SA. Listen. Action SA says, I'll vote for this budget on one condition. Let us find ways to cut 0.5 to nothing. That's Mashaba's suggestion. He says, we have ideas to even take it down from 0.5%. That's Mashaba. He said, if you agree to us helping you as Action SA to bring it down, we will vote. ANC says, shut Mashaba. What does DA says? Sarupen is the deputy finance minister, the DA, right? On the life of my children, the DA says, make Sarupen the chairperson of Vulindlela, which is the economic program of the GNU. Make him the chairperson, then we'll vote for 0.5%. Look at the difference between Action SA. I'm not praising PA. I'm praising Action SA. Look at the difference between Action SA. Action SA says, we will come in. They're not part of the GNU. What does your DA do? No, we were not part of we are part of the GNU, but you have to make him chairperson. President Ramaphosa, it leaked out now. I didn't leak that thing even on Facebook. I didn't post it because it's on the newspapers everywhere. He had a meeting with only ANC people. And somebody apparently recorded that meeting. The minutes of that meeting is everywhere now. I mean, the voice of the president. Where the president said, what happened between him and John? John then went to the president yesterday. So I went to the president yesterday. I want to tell you. I said, President, can I see you? The president says, I wrote the president a note in the cabinet committee. I said, President, can I see you? The president said to the guy of cabinet, let Mckenzie follow me. I went, I followed him in his office. He says, how can I help you, Minister? I said, President, I just want to speak to you about something. No, it's not my business. He says, what is it? I said, President, please don't get rid of the DA. We need them in the coalition. The president says, I've got no plan. I'm going to meet John. Maybe we can meet each other. Now, how do I come lie about the name of the president and John? The president said, this is now the day before yesterday. Sorry, not yesterday. Yesterday we voted. The day before we voted. No. I'll tell you now. No, it was yesterday. It was yesterday. Yesterday, the president says, no, Mr. Mckenzie, I will meet with John. We must sort this thing out. I've got no intention of chasing them away. That's President Ramaphosa. It's only me and him. As I go in, he smiles. He says, you're something else. I said, why? He says, I can't believe that you are the one coming here to fight that the DA must remain in. I said, you see, for me, President, I like John. And it's about South Africa. It's not about a patriotic alliance. I left his office. While I'm there, John then rocked up. Him and the president spoke. Shut. Now, I come to this life to tell you, PA, and I hate to say it, but I must say it, PA box way above their weight. Let me tell you, what do I mean? PA box way above their weight. If the DA leaves the coalition, the GNU, it can fall. If the PA leaves, we don't have such kingmaker status. We don't have as the Patriotic Alliance. We don't have that power. We are not an anchor. In city of Joburg, we have power now. to make the city fall. But we don't have power. That's the truth. I hate it, but it's the truth.